Good evening and welcome to Benue Television News Extra at 7. This is a review of stories that made headlines in the state in the week just ended. I am Naishun Dam. Now, in the course of the week, we told you that Benue State government set aside a sum of 2 billion naira for the establishment of Cancer Center at the Benue State University Teaching Hospital, Makudi. Governor Hyacinth Ali announced this Friday at the College of Health Sciences, Benue State University, Makudi. The governor was addressing dignitaries at the International Health Investment Summit and Scientific Exhibition and Endowment Fund for the establishment of Cancer Center at the teaching hospital. Emmanuel Akula reported the story.
Father Alia, who wants the summit to become a yearly event to promote health in the state, announces that his administration is giving priority to the health sector through increased health expenditures captured in the Benue State 2024 budget. The state chief executive, while lamenting the negative effect of cancer in the past years, is concerned that it has accounted for about 79,000 deaths annually in Nigeria, placing the country second on the cancer burden in Africa. He says with a clear vision, his government is bringing deliberate initiatives in the health sector, promising that resources will be effectively utilized to improve healthcare services in Benue State.
Promoting health through the life course is becoming more important than ever before, which explains in part why our administration is committed to increasing health expenditure as evidenced in this year 2024 approved budget. The result of this commitment is that the narrative of poor budgetary allocation to the health sector is intentionally being reversed.
Chairman of the occasion and a former governor of Benue State, Dr. Gabriel Suswam, who says he is more interested in the progress of the state, challenges other Benue sons and daughters to unite in support of Governor Hyacinth Alia's administration, irrespective of political differences for the development of Benue State. Senator Suswam opines that Governor Hyacinth Alia's reforms at the hospital through the Chief Medical Director, Dr. Stephen Hwande, will resuscitate the facility to attract medical tourism and positively impact the economy of the state. Speaker, House of Representatives, Dr. Tanjudeen Abbas, represented by the Chairman, House Committee on Health, Amos Magaji, underscores the importance of a cancer center, saying that it will complement other health programs in Nigeria towards improving the healthcare sector of the country. The International Health Summit is holding with a theme towards attaining a one-stop hospital, while the cancer center will be named after a former governor of the state, Senator Gabriel Suswam. Emmanuel Akula, Benue Television News, Makudi.
Now, a few hours to the start of its big project, Chief Medical Director, Benue State University Teaching Hospital, Makudi, Dr. Stephen Hwande, called on Benue people to join hands with the Governor Hyacinth Alia's administration to develop the state-owned hospital to international standard. Dr. Hwande's call on Wednesday was part of news briefing on activities that could take place in the two-day International Summit and Scientific Exhibition that held on Thursday and Friday at the hospital in Makudi, the Benue State capital. Correspondent Matthew Ikulono was there.
It is said to be the first of its kind that will be taking place at the state-owned health institution. Dr. Kwande, Wednesday, during the briefing, notes Governor Alia's efforts towards bringing transformation to health sector, highlighting the achievements of the hospital since assumption to office.
There are plans to upgrade salary payments for health workers. And when the salaries are upgraded in the area of health, brain drain, Japa syndrome, and migration will be up, and the Benue people, even at the primary and secondary health sectors, will be developed. So we are transforming the hospital. If you go around this hospital today, you see any paper anywhere, you know that something is wrong. Go around yourself. Cobwebs and hygiene is restored here. We have employed not less than 600 and being very minimal staff in all cadre in this hospital to beef up what was already existing, because you cannot improve hospital without manpower. I was brought in not less than 10 to 12 professors back into the fold of the teaching hospital to give quality and professional and expertise at the highest level. Neurosurgery is done here now, and the rest of all.
The CMD also calls on Benue people to join hands in developing the hospital to international standards as a response to governor's development strides in the state. Dr. Wande informs the programs of the summit will start on Thursday, July 18, 2024, with scientific exhibition, while on Friday, major events will be unveiling of ultramodern cancer center and launching of 5 billion naira endowment fund.
Now during the summit, we are going to discuss basically attaining one-stop hospital as the first arm, and then the second thing, which is significant, is unveiling our desire to set up an ultra-modern cancer center. We want to begin the process of changing the narrative on cancer management, not just in Benue, but in North Central Nigeria. That endowment fund is a 5 billion endowment fund that we're doing on the second day. So 2 things on that first day, second day, the attaining one-stop hospital. The second one is an endowment for cancer.
The CND discloses that the summit will become an annual event going forward to build on the gains of this year's summit. The Chief Medical Director sees the opportunity to remind Benue people to remain supportive to the governor, who has been very committed to the welfare of Benue people to the point of ensuring the civil servants who were sacked in 2011 will take back their jobs, and the casual workers who have been in service for many years on temporary appointment will be converted into permanent status. The theme for this year's summit is attaining a one-stop hospital. Matthew Ikulono, Benue Television News, Makurdi.
Benue State Governor Reverend Father Hyacinth earlier inaugurated a governing council of tertiary institutions owned by Benue State with a charge to bring their experiences to bear on the growth of these institutions. The governor inaugurated the members Friday at Government House, Makurdi. Correspondent Emmanuel Akula reported that Governor Alia informed the board members that his government will not hesitate to take decisive action against anyone found wanting or involved in any unethical conduct to achieve their collective aim of lifting educational standards. The report.
It was Nelson Mandela who said education is the most powerful weapon to change the world. Governor Hyacinth earlier is inaugurating the governing councils of tertiary institutions in the state as a significant step forward towards enhancing the quality and efficiency of the state educational system. The governor describes the responsibility of the members as a vital mandate to draw and refine the policies that will drive the institutions towards excellence. The governor charges members to use corporate governance principles of integrity, openness, accountability, and professionalism in approaching their duties. He tags them on building contact with other educational bodies and organizations to get new insights, resources, and opportunities as key to achieving the objective of growth.
Your role is to concentrate on policy enhancement. The policies you develop and implement should aim to uplift and improve our tertiary institutions, ensuring they meet and/or even exceed global standards of education. These linkages help us to adopt best practices and innovative approaches that can significantly enhance the quality of education we offer in the state.
According to him, government will soon generate a manual to guide councils in the performance of their duties and make recommendations to the visitation panels to their institutions for implementation after state council consideration.
We have full confidence in your abilities and believe that you will bring your wealth of experience and dedication to bear on the institutions you represent. Your courage, vision, and commitment are crucial as we embark on this journey of transformation together.
To the heirs and management of the institutions, the governor urges them to support the councils to succeed.
You must avail them with the right and full information they require so as to enable them make informed decisions. I want to assure you that if there are any gaps in the constitution of your council, we shall quickly rectify them.
The chairman and pro-chancellor of Benue State University Makurdi, Paul Chukuma, on behalf of the chairman and members, assures of commitment to discharging their duties, promising a cordial relationship with the institutions to achieve the needed development of the institutions.
We want to assure you, Your Excellency, and indeed the entire group people of Benue State, that we will take up this assignment as a call to service, and we will deliver the cargo without any story of the storms.
The boards have a 4-year tenure expected to kick off with inaugural lectures to be communicated by the leadership of the various institutions. Emmanuel Akula, Benue Television News, Makurdi.
Stay to come, the Benue State government has approved the upgrade of General Hospital Vanica to a tertiary hospital to attend to the health needs of the people. We'll bring you details of this and many others shortly after the break.
Don't worry, we'll talk later, yeah?
Buddy,
How far?
give me small spot, I beg. Make I play game, I beg.
Oh, yeah, now.
Thanks, G. Yo, since if I don't come out.
But the Afan, I got you.
Buddy, I beg, make I connect, I beg. I need to stream. That was that now.
Enjoy 100% data bonus with night data. Dial *312# to enjoy.
Power your relentless ambition with ultra-high-speed data.
Glow Unlimited.
My brother, show yourself like as you get suffer. My fellow country people, I just come for you and I. Before you choke up, just
Life no suppose out like this, and that's now why millions of Nigerians they pay for everything with mobile. Dial *671# or download the new mobile app, make you follow enjoy this better life.
Just before the break, we told you that the Benue State government has approved the upgrade of General Hospital Vanica to a tertiary hospital to attend the health needs of the Benue people from the Northeast Zone. Governor Hyacinth Ali announced this Thursday at Government House after the State Executive Council meeting. Correspondent Emmanuel Akula providing the report.
Zone A people will always travel all the way from that zone to access tertiary healthcare in Makurdi, and to bridge that gap, there's need for government to establish a specialist hospital in that zone.
In a press briefing by his Chief Press Secretary, Teso Kula, Governor Alia states that Council had approved establishment of an information communication technology company known as Benue Infrastructure Digital Company to serve as a training center for Benue people in ICT. He reveals that a clear roadmap has already been worked to allow 20 companies partner the Benue ICT company to achieve the desired results.
There is going to be a kind of intellectual boom that will accompany this. People will have jobs, people will have who will be trained in so many aspects of ICT.
According to him, Council resolved that going forward, government will not tolerate any form of sabotage in fighting insecurity in the state, vowing to bring down any facility housing criminals and to revoke the certificate of occupancy.
The public is notified that if a criminal is found in your own house, whether you are staying there or is leased out or is rented to that criminal, that house, that structure is going down. And it's not going down for you to come back and build it. Government will not just bring it down, government will bring it down and revoke the license, the COO for that building, that property.
Commissioner for Communication and Digital Economy, Mr. Kwagba Amandi, explaining benefits of the ICT company that has 1 billion naira shares, says it will assist government close the information gap in the state while training youths. He adds that the company will also serve as a training ground for civil servants and general automation of the state civil service, increasing revenue generation and putting a stop to capital flight in the state.
It's a partnership between the government of Benue State and Gamit leading other 20 companies who are going to join the government of Benue State in public-private partnership. That means the Benue State government is going to bring an equity share, and then the other ones will also bring equity share.
Mr. Kwagba mentions introduction of resident registration form in the state that will take effect from September this year, with the aim to helping government check crime. Emmanuel Akula, Benue Television News, Makudi.
The paramount ruler of the Tiv Nation, His Royal Majesty Professor James Ayate, called on the National Assembly to take concrete legislative steps towards ending insecurity in Nigeria. The royal father made the call when he received the First Lady of Nigeria, Oluremi Tinubu, on a homage visit to him at his palace in Gboko. Martha Iku was there.
Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu, who was in Gboko to felicitate with the member representing Gboko Taka Federal Constituency at the Green Chamber, Mrs. Regina Akume, on her first year at the National Assembly, visited the Royal Palace of His Royal Majesty, Professor James Ayate. The President's wife, who was represented by the wife of the Speaker, House of Representatives, Hajia Fatima Abbas, was escorted on the mission by Benue State Deputy Governor Dr. Sam Ode. Afterwards, proceeding to the first open assembly by the House member and Chairman House Committee on NAFDAC, Chief Regina Akume. Dr. Tuiv commended the action of the Speaker, Federal House of Representatives, for having regards for the traditional institution and charged Nigeria's lawmakers to make laws that will move the country forward. He pledged support of the traditional institution to the current administration to facilitate lasting peace.
It is my prayer that this administration, very wonderfully represented by eminent leaders in this nation, we take Nigeria to higher heights. On this occasion, I want to pledge the support of the Chief Area Traditional Council, the support of my subjects, the support of the people of Benue State, because I'm the chairman of the Traditional Council, in ensuring that we have a peaceful administration. And it's also my prayer that the House of Representatives that is one of them celebrating 1 year in office. I know many are also doing that in their different constituencies.
Professor Ayase, however, prayed for Mrs. Regina Akume to remain outstanding and impactful during her term. Representative of the First Lady Hajia Fatima Abbas conveying the message of the First Lady on her renewed hope agenda to the royal father, prayed for the reign of His Majesty to be prosperous.
We are here on behalf of our mother, the mother of the nation, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Her Excellency, Distinguished Senator Oluremi Tinubu CON, to pay homage to His Royal Majesty. May you live longer. May your reign be more peaceful and prosperous. Thank you so much.
Speaking at the first open assembly, the representative of the First Lady congratulated Mrs. Akume for her valuable achievement in 1 year of service to her constituency, calling on the people of Bokotaka constituency to support Mrs. Akume.
No doubt, one of the critical elements in lawmaking is the ability to provide stewardship reports through community engagement and constituent feedback on timely basis. In fact, that was my hallmark during my stint in the Senate, and it has engendered a very cordial relationship between my humble self and my constituents. Hence, this event is designed to engage the constituents, the good people of Boko and Taka, and to showcase her 1 year of valuable legislative experience and achievements. Congratulations.
The Benue State Deputy Governor Dr. Sam Ode, who represented the state governor, congratulated the member representing Boko Taka Federal Constituency for her first year in office and for coming back to give account of her stewardship, describing her as a woman of honor and virtue.
For every legislator, it is established that when your people give you the mandate to represent them, you are expected to come back and give account of the mandate that has been given to you to go and represent the people at the assembly. She offered herself to go and represent the people of Boko Taka Federal Constituency at the House of Representatives. In 1 year, has she not done well? She has done well!
At the venue of the first open assembly in Boko, Mrs. Akume briefed her constituency on her first year in office, expressing gratitude to them for the confidence in her. Other dignitaries present at the occasion were the Deputy Governor of Kogi State, Joel Salifo, party men and women across the state, as well as people from the 2 local governments that made up the constituency. Martha Iku, Benue Television News. Boko.
Now, the coast is now clear for the Income and Expenditure Commission set up by Governor Hyacinth earlier to resume sitting over the income and expenditures of the state from 2015 to 2023. The latest development followed a court process that Wednesday set aside an ex parte order granted to immediate past Governor of Benue State, Samuel Otom, in May to stop the commission from sitting. Dosu Duku reported.
Early hours of Wednesday, the magistrate court sitting in Makurdi delivers ruling on the ex parte order granted to the former governor of Benue State, Samuel Otom, on May 29, 2024, forbidding the commission from investigating the income and expenditure of the state during his tenure. Delivering ruling on the matter at the magistrate court, Justice Titsia Aswa says the law is settled as ex parte order cannot be granted for long and shall abate after 7 days. He went further to quote Order 39, Rule 3, which speaks on the ex parte order of injunction, which should not be allowed to overstay, therefore discharges and vacates the order in line with the application council reference to Order 40, Rule 6A. At the resumed hearing, counsel to the respective respondent makes case for the discharge of the interim order on the ground that it has expired and breached the fundamental right of fair hearing. Reacting to this ruling, Counsel to the respondent, Clement Moore, says the ruling has been based on the wisdom of the court, according to Order 39 of the rules of the court, though it has not tampered with their case.
This was an oral application made by the respondents, order earlier granted by the Honorable Court in compliance with Order 40, Rule 3, Sub Rule 6A, which state that the grant for leave to apply for judicial review shall operate as stay. But in the wisdom of the court felt that the order of interim injunction is not supposed to last indefinitely, and so evoked the provisions of Order 39 of the rules of this court to vacate same. I think it does not in any way affect the substance of our case. We are coming back here on the 22nd of July 2024 to hear the substantive matter. So it has nothing to do with the substantive case.
A member of the commission and lawyer, Tom Uja, commenting on this ruling, says the coast is now clear for them to begin their work.
The business of the court today was to decide on the fate of the interim injunction earlier granted against the Commission of Inquiry. The Honorable Court, in its wisdom, discharged this interim injunction, therefore giving the Commission of Inquiry the right and permission to continue with its business by calling, hearing, and making decisions about the memoranda submitted to it. I'm pretty sure that before the end of the day, certain notices will be sent to certain persons, and the key witness to first appear before us will be determined by the chairman. But you cannot speculate who that witness will be.
In a swift reaction, the State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice and Public Order, Fidelis Nyim, expresses excitement over the ruling of the court, saying the case of the respondent is limited in nature and ambitious. He urges Benue people to feel free to come with their memorandum.
Excitement is stemmed from the fact that the Commission of Inquiry was set to do the work for the Benue people. And now, if the former governor is having a challenge, or if he has a defense, he would have ordinarily come to appear before them. But yeah, it's right to file a case. By filing a case, you should not foreclose the door of the commission to do their work. Like argued in court, these lawyers are so much aware that their case is limited in nature, where it's not in totality of the mandate of the Commission for Inquiry.
Substantive hearing of the case has been fixed for 22nd of July 2024. With this development, the income and expenditure is to commence sitting as soon as possible. Dosu Duku, Benue Television News, Makodi.
At this juncture, Benue Television News Extra will proceed on a quick break. We'll be right back.
Don't worry, we'll talk later, yeah?
Buddy,
how far?
give me small spot, I beg. Make I play game, I beg.
Oh, yeah, now.
Thanks, G. Yo, Zifa don't come out.
But the Afan, I got you.
Buddy, I beg, make I connect, I beg. I need to stream.
Mojaba.
That was that now.
Enjoy 100% data bonus with Night Data. Dial star 312 hash to enjoy.
Power your relentless ambition with ultra-high-speed data.
Glow Unlimited.
Life no suppose and like this, and that's now why millions of Nigerians they pay for everything with mobile. Dial star 671 # or download the new mobile app, make you follow enjoy this better life.
We're glad you are still there. Now, Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria, BON, called on Nigerian government to, as a matter of urgency, provide assistance to broadcast media in the country to enhance their operations. The call came Wednesday during the 79th General Assembly in Benue City, Edo State. Fidelia Zashandu reports.
It is the second time Benin City will play host to the 79th General Assembly of Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria, BON. Top media practitioners across the country have gathered here to decide the fate of the industry in the nearest future. The two-day event comes under the theme Navigating the Challenges of Broadcasting in Nigeria and is expected to come up with a communique that will be presented to the federal government to address some pressing issues affecting the broadcast industry. Governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, represented by the Commissioner for Communication and Orientation, Mr. Chris Nekare, responding to the earlier request made by BON, promises to make everything possible to assist at the state level.
The role of the Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria is paramount in ensuring that our airways are filled with content that educates, entertains, and empowers our citizens. Through our collective efforts, we have the power to influence public opinion, drive social change, and uphold values of democracy and freedom of expression. In Edo State, we have remained committed to supporting the media. We have promoted free, independent, diverse media landscape, particularly during this critical time in the build-up to the September 21 governorship election.
In a goodwill message, the Director General, Nigeria Broadcasting Commission, NBC, Charles Ebube, promises to strengthen partnership with BON.
Our common goal is clear. It is to enhance the quality and the reach of broadcasting in Nigeria, upholding the principles of fairness, accuracy, and inclusivity. The NPC is committed to fostering a regulatory environment that not only ensures compliance and accountability, but also encourages innovation and growth within the industry.
Chairman of BON and Director General, Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, Comrade Salihu Dembos, represented by Vice Chairman BON and Group Managing Director DA Communication, Chief Tony Akioto, describes the present state of BON as that of a person in an intensive care unit that needs urgent assistance from the government.
Broadcasting is going through perilous times. As we speak, very few stations operate more than 6 hours a day across the length and breadth of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that's the information available to us in BON.
Director General Benue Television Corporation, Dr. Patience Achakpakyo, who is also present in the meeting, expresses optimism over the outcome of the communique.
During this 79th General Assembly, the Broadcasting Organizations of Nigeria is trying to help the stations address the circumstances. And the best way to describe what the stations are going through in Nigeria at the moment is to say that they are in ICU, of which they are needing urgent medical attention from the federal government and even the state to help the stations come back to where they are able to manage.
In attendance are Director Generals and General Managers of different broadcasting organizations of BON. It is the second time.
A health expert has advised people against smoking as it is leading cause of lung cancer across the world. The advice was made during Benue television live program Talk Health. Yuange Baja has the report.
World Health Organization statistics show that lung cancer is the second most common cancer globally. According to the organization, lung cancer accounts for about 1 out of 5 malignancies in men and 1 out of 9 in women. Dr. Moses Agua from the Department of Anatomical and Forensic Pathology with the Benue State University Teaching Hospital, who featured on Talk Health, said cancer of the lungs is real and is affecting more people due to genetic, chemical, and biological factors.
Lung cancer is real. It is preventable to a large extent. Only very few cancers have specifically known causes. We talk about mostly risk factors. 10 people are exposed to the same risk factors. Only about 2 or 3 may come down with that cancer. And this is because it is usually a combination of factors ranging from genetic, environmental factors like exposure to chemicals, exposure to radiation, exposure to certain drugs, and then when they combine with your genetic predisposition, then the amount of exposure as well determines.
Dr. Agua said cancer of the lungs cannot be easily detected as it takes between 10 to 30 years to manifest. He, however, said it could be prevented by lifestyle modification.
It's a general perception of the public that, look, we've been smoking, nothing has happened. But again, we've studied cancer, lung cancer in particular, and if you read the books, they say it's staying away from smokers, guarding against your occupational exposure to some of these things we've mentioned. You are on the way to being sure that you will not come down with cancer.
The advice is to avoid smoking and to use nose masks in public places that emit gas and harmful substances, because this will go a long way to help reduce the cases of lung cancer. Iwange Baja, Benue Television News, Makadi.
And finally, during the week, we told you that residents of Makurdi had again hit by heavy rainfall on Friday, destroying household items and other facilities. Our environment correspondent Oleko Ondoma went around the city Friday morning to observe the effects of the rain. Her report.
Several houses and homes were sitting in water at the time of this report, and roads washed into crooked gullies following more than 4 hours of heavy downpour, which began Thursday night into Friday morning in Makdi, the Benue State capital. Areas worst affected are parts of Achusa, Gado Villa along Boko Road, Worokom behind Deeper Life Camp, Ungudu Mega Layout, opposite International Markets. The value of destruction to property and valuables is yet to be estimated, but there are indications that people will be displaced for a while in areas where houses are sitting in water. Residents of Gado Villa, Ernest Umchi and Moses Ilim lament the meanings of the flood, recounting how long their communities have been suffering the effects of the flood.
The water has destroyed so many of my things, and it just came all of a sudden. We have not been experiencing this in July. Usually it's in September we experience this, from August, September. But this one came without we knowing that it's coming at this time. It came so abruptly.
This thing happened yearly, and anytime there is much rain, it happens. If there is a flash flood like this, the water will not be able to flow there, coming back. The water is flowing up instead of going down, so it feels everywhere. Anytime there is much rain.
Richard Bayer and Boniface Ange say the flood took over their community, thereby hindering vehicular movements and pedestrians. They appeal to the Benue State government to intensify the effort in the silting and construction of drainages.
At about 6 p.m. yesterday that this rain starts, up till now we are not able to sleep. We cannot eat. The rain falls since yesterday till this morning. We've moved to another person's house, and even there the rain still enter. So we are stranded. All my documents are wasted.
The flood is now becoming so persistent. So, as you can see, this is what we are experiencing, and we are appealing to government to come to our aid, because many properties worth of millions of nairas are being destroyed.
Recall that the Nigeria Meteorological Agency, NIMET, had warned that the flood this year will be worse than last year, affecting 31 states, with Benue inclusive. Evidently, more stringent solutions are needed to address the meanings of flooding in Benue. Oleku Ondoma, Benue Television News, Makdi.
And it's on that note that we come to the end of today's episode of Benue Television News Extra at 7. Thank you for watching. Do have a great night rest. Bye for now.